The cat with an umbrella is definitely a mood. I'm pretty sure it's a relatable mood too. Well, hello there, I'm Detroit. What day is it today? It's Sunday, obviously. This is a regularly scheduled video. But more importantly, it's a digital drawing Sunday. And by that, I just mean I did a traditional drawing last week with ink coming out of a fountain pen. So today is another opportunity for me to scratch the surface of my Wacom Intuos with the nib of my stylus. I'm joking, but my graphics tablet is actually a bit scratched. I recently bought a set of new nibs because the ones I was using were pretty used up. I don't want to ruin one of my main drawing tools because I'm not careful enough about the nib sticking out the end of the stylus. Or maybe in the future I can replace the surface of the tablet? Is that the thing? Can you remove the old one and tape a new layer on top of a Wacom Intuos? I should look into that. The reference I used for the cat is like Google's 7th image for picture of a cat walking. The background is freely inspired by my memories of the streets of Paris. For those of you that aren't from France, I live nowhere near Paris. I live in a much smaller city by the Alps, Grenoble. I don't go to Paris that often. It's a really nice city with beautiful neighborhoods, especially the old ones. I always walk a lot when I'm there. It's really nice, but I don't see myself live there. It's too big. I like the comfort of my own city. Big enough to do anything, but it's still possible to cross the entire sector by foot, even at night. Like, say for example you had a party at the other side of town and you're leaving way after the last tramway. When I was an engineering student, I did that a lot. Now, not so much. It might be a shock to some of you, but bars are closed and parties are kind of forbidden these days. I hear you say, oh no, not you, you're not gonna talk about the pandemic and everything like everybody else, are you? I'm sorry, but I feel like I need to talk about it. In all probability, the mood of this drawing was inspired by it. There are no humans in the street, and also I miss going out freely, and although I'm very fine on my own in my apartment, sometimes I get a bit of the lonely blues. The more the drawing process progresses, the more you can get that touch of blues by looking at it. I spent more time tweaking the colors and doing color corrections on this drawing than on most of my other ones. This is something I like about art. Anything can be inspiration, even the sudden loneliness on weekend nights. In turn, I don't see why these videos can serve as my little self-therapy. You can relax though, I'm not a depressive person, so I really won't talk about bad feelings often. I guess it's been a while since I got out to do something really fun. Some of you probably have even worse conditions regarding loneliness, and I'm sorry about that, but I have no point of reference. I only know my own condition. Anyway, let's get back to the lonely cat. I used to have cats at some point. They were my girlfriends. I really like living with cats, although sometimes it was a bit chaotic. I mean, it comes to no surprise to you, but cats like to claw at things or sit on your face in the middle of the night, or even meow at the door at 5 AM so you have to feed them. Now I can argue that living with a bunny is almost better. It's different of course, and I don't think you could compare them, but a bunny is also very nice, cute and fluffy. My Bun is a bit less cuddly than Kitty, but he's much more discreet, doesn't jump on my face at night, or rarely at least. It also costs less to feed a bunny, like hay and fresh veggies is less than snacks and meat you would need for a cat. And the smell. Obviously, the smell is way less pungent with a rabbit. Last point of comparison, arguably less destruction. I mean, if you leave cables laying around, a bunny is definitely going to eat that. But for a cat, it's everything on every surface at any height that has a non-zero chance of being destroyed in the morning. This cat though, on your screen, is a street cat. He's also lonely. I should have drawn him a friend, but it doesn't really matter, he's the king. Any cat is a king, walking unbothered by the human peasants. And this one cat's kingdom is the entire street. Also, he somehow managed to tape an umbrella on his tail. I have to say, I've created him entirely and I decided to put an umbrella there, but I still have no idea how it happened and what is his backstory, like regarding the umbrella. If you have any explanation as to how he managed to do that, please tell me in the comments. For the while, for the umbrella, I think it's pretty obvious. It's because it's raining. Why else would you need an umbrella, huh? In any ways, this cat is the king of the street, and that's good for him. I mean, I am of the opinion that humans are not that great as an animal species. Humans are destruction. We are like the unbalance that tilts the world to the bad side. I'm pretty convinced that anything we did as species turned out bad for the rest of the planet. Like cities, agriculture, exploration. We managed to kill what, like 80% of the world's ecosystem now? I'm not sure of the percentage exactly, but it's terrifying. I've been listening to Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari in audiobook format recently. By the way, Audible, please sponsor me? Anyway, I have to say the entire story of humanity is grim, to say the least. So this cat deserves to be on top for a change. Any animal, for that matters. And he's protected from the rain, so that's good. I decided to make the rain a golden yellow, which I think is a nice touch to reinforce the mood of the whole piece. All the colors are from a very autumnal palette, with desaturated greens and reds. The sun is probably setting in the distance, and the shadows are getting longer. All in all, this is a very simple drawing. The line art is very simple. The colors and shadows are also very straightforward. Sometimes simple is better than complicated. I think I managed to express my mood the way I wanted with this drawing. I really don't see how I could make it better, according to my original views. This is the style I chose, and it is exactly how I envisioned it. I'm glad to be able to represent accurately what my mind sees. I think the music I'm going to choose for the video edit is going to correspond as well. There are a lot of copyright-free tracks from Prod Rudiment that fit the aesthetic I want. You know, I started this drawing in a strange mood, but now that I'm done writing the text for the video, I feel much better. If you don't draw, it's hard to understand how frustrating it can be sometimes to not have the necessary skills to do what you want. But I'm getting there, and it feels great. My journey to improve my drawing skills is going on the right track, and that feels great. This is the completed drawing. As always, I'm gonna be posting it to Instagram when this video uploads, so give it some love there as well, at d3_sd. I'm also on Reddit and Twitter, and all the links are in the description. As always, have a good week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!